admit that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Wembanyama outside. Can't connect from short range. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's McGrady. Goes up on the wing. Wembanyama with the rebound. Back to White. Fires from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Outside DeRozan. Bagley the screen. Pass to McGrady. Over White. The shot by McGrady, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And here is Doncic. He's covered by Kidd. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
It's stolen by McGrady. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
That's a 3-second violation.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Doncic outside. Back to McGrady. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
And McGrady drops them both. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside White. From outside the arc. Doncic outside. Pass to DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Bagley the screen. Thompson comes with the double team. DeRozan.
Assisted by.
That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Well, he's not as explosive inside as he once was, but DeMar DeRozan still gets it done at the rim. Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Doncic. Pushing it up. Pass to Kidd. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Hits it from three-point range.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Kidd with the steal. Thompson in the corner. From downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 9.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 7. And back with the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
And the home team has possession. Pass to White. Fires the 3. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
It's stolen by White. And it's Luka with the rebound.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Bagley. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Over in the corner, White. And stolen by Dunn. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Pass to McGrady. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
McGrady, right side. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Over in the corner, White. And he's good on the 3-ball. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back over to you guys.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
and their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then.
And stolen by White. And they're moving it up. Here's Green.
Well, that's a great job by Markkanen, using his 7-foot frame. You forget how long he is.
Back to Brunson. From deep. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And it's Green. Missing. On the wing, Markkanen. A rebound by Kidd. Thompson right side. Jacks up a 3. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Kidd. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
GA here about 3 levels scored. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, I feel for him. He's trying to make a play, but hasn't had an impact this quarter.
Pass to Rizeshe. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Rizeshe's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Brunson. And here is Markkanen. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. "36 seconds left in the second quarter." Kidd with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to White. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Up 19. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Second personal foul.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
And McGrady drops them both. And so here's the home team. Wembanyama outside. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Back to McGrady. Rebound by Murray. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
McGrady left side. Lets it go with a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Done outside. Pass to McGrady. It's stolen by White. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Bagley the screen. Back to McGrady. It's stolen by White. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And so aggressive on the offensive glass. Murray using that size well. And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Outside, White. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. White's got 12.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Back to Kidd. Pass to Rizachet. Good on the three-point shot. Rizachet's got his second bucket tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Wembanyama, a screen. Outside, Kidd. Wembanyama, high post. And it goes down 2 points. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to McGrady. Launches it. He can't get that one.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Dunn left side. McGrady outside. Going inside. Can't get the reverse flush.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Nice shot from the wing. Doncic has got his second bucket.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
And here comes McGrady leading the fast break.
Tracy McGrady.
Knocks down the 3 ball. McGrady's got 7 points for the quarter. White, wide open, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater!
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead.
23.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Doncic looking it over. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
6 points for Luka Doncic. White up top. Driving to the basket. Rizachet. Off target with his 3. Pass to Doncic. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
White, good.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Back to McGrady. There's the pick.
Away team foul.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Doncic outside. Bagley the screen. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Rizachet wide open. Bagley with the rebound. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. Over Westbrook.
Marvin Bagley.
Here's Bagley. And finally they hit one.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Murray, good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. Bagley the screen. On the wing, Doncic. Over Westbrook. And that one's good. Doncic.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Pass to Rizachet. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Doncic left side. Tries it from the top of the key. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Doncic with the steal. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. No good that time. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Outside DeRozan. Stolen by Westbrook. The drive by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
Bagley the screen. Here's Doncic. Up again. And Bagley able to finish.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray for three. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great
The
team.
ball goes to the away team.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
And that about wraps it up.